Hey folks, this is James Collins with Starting for More. We are here at Punto Azul in Miraflores, Peru, and we have a wonderful treat for you. We have amazing ceviches, amazing seafood. The food is absolutely fresh and delicious.
Arroz, papa dorada y salsa de Troya. Eso tenemos dos tamaños y lo pueden compartir, lo ponen usualmente al centro de la mesa y lo comparten entre todos. Son gorritos más carnosos. Y la pesca del día que sí es palmerita. Sí, sí, y no tiene un sabor invasivo para nada, es como fresco, liviano, ¿sí? Qué bueno que les guste todo.
Muchas gracias.
Nada.
Ahora, dijiste que tenían otros lugares.
Ya, ok, en cuanto a los locales, sí, en Miraflores tenemos 3 locales.
Ok.
San Martín, Benavides y este que es Jorge Chávez.
Jorge Chávez que tiene, ok.
Todos los locales trabajamos hasta las 4 de la tarde, excepto el local de San Martín, que atiende hasta la noche.
¿Y por qué cierran tan temprano? ¿Va a mantener la frescura?
Más que todo porque creo que el peruano está acostumbrado a comer ceviche de día,
Ah,
y el turista no, o sea, la mentalidad del turista es distinta.
Claro.
Comen todo el día, si es posible, pero creo que por eso no es muy comercial, digamos, una cevichería de noche. Por eso más que todo.
Qué belleza.
El local de San Martín, que está más en zona céntrica de turistas, ese se abre todo el día.
Ok, perfecto. Gracias.
No, de nada.
Sadie. This is the kids' meal here in Peru. And this is a beautiful, loaded crab causa. This is absolutely massive. And as you can see, these beautiful layers. We got the yellow potato, the avocado, which they call palta here. Then the crab, and this beautiful sauce. It's like a tangy lemon sauce. I am about to dig into this. Beautiful causa. You can taste the peppers. There's some peppers inside, which I believe might be this as well. But then the crab is sweet, is delicious, soft. It's a nice little lemonade, a lime to it, like a little lime flavor, citrus flavor, and it goes perfect with the palta, which is that avocado. That crab is just absolutely delicious. It's fresh, soft, sweet. So far, so good. They are not skimping in crab either. I hate when you have causas that are too thick on the potato side and obviously very little on the meat side. Sometimes it's a little bit dry, but this has a perfect texture, pretty well balanced with the seasoning and then also the sauces. Absolutely amazing. Then on top, actually, I thought it was crab, but they shaved it in a way where it looks like crab, but it's actually egg. Also very traditional to a causa. I've added their homemade rocoto sauce. Rocoto is like a bell pepper, but it's actually spicy and delicious. It's native here, as far as I'm aware, to Peru. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Let's give it a try. Oh my goodness. That's to die for, people. Wonderful, delicious, tangy, spicy. They've added some lemon to that sauce as well. I can put that on anything. Wings, causa, ceviches, whatever. Absolutely delicious.
Ok. El pescado también. El pescado está tan suave.
Okay, first ceviche in Peru. Wow.
Está tan fresco.
That's, yeah. It's like I've never had ceviche before, and this is my first time at it. Absolutely delicious. Okay, let's try with the mixed seafood, because this is a
Mixto.
ceviche mixto. Come on. Come on. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and add this beautiful rocoto sauce on top and eat it. It's so fresh. Es muy fresco está. I want you to see this, people. Look how vibrant and beautiful this looks. I mean, if this doesn't scream summer, if this doesn't scream ocean or Peru, then I don't know what does. Absolutely divine. I'm coming back to Peru just for ceviche, let alone my wife's family. It's just absolutely amazing, people. We're gonna try the little cancha, which is the corn with the ceviche. One of my favorite things about the shrimp is that it's perfectly cooked. And it's normally, besides the corn and the sweet potato, is the only thing that's really cooked inside the whole ceviche. Back home, a lot of times they overcook it and it becomes dry, and it just doesn't pair well with the rest of the dish, with the ceviche. But here, it's on point. Okay. Peru is definitely known for their potatoes. Let's go ahead and try the sweet potato. It's extra creamier. It's a little bit denser. It's a nice balance of sweetness. Absolutely delicious. This is just boiled, and it goes a long way. And it's a nice little pairing for a dish that's very pungent and sharp. Our waiter was telling us that the fish that they use in various locations is this one. This is called palmerita, which is a nice white, soft flesh fish, and it's just packed with flavor. This is not the tilapia or the swai that we are used to back at home. If you want a nice ceviche, you go to a location, you might get cobia or maybe corvina, but it's a rarity. So they have a tendency to use more of the swai and tilapia, but here they use this beautiful, just flaky, delicious white fish that pairs well with this beautiful medley that we have eaten here. It's just delicious. I said it's delicious, it's amazing, and it's straightforward. The other thing that I've noticed here that's different from the States is the Leche de Tigre. Besides the flavor and how wonderful it is, it's actually packed with Leche de Tigre. It's back home, I feel like it's merely an afterthought. And if you want more, you have to buy it separately, which you can also do here, but here they give you just a bunch, and I've drank a whole lot already. And Leche de Tigre is really what makes Peruvian ceviche king and different from any other ceviche around the world. If anyone in the world is making ceviche and they're using a leche de tigre and they say, well, this is a ceviche from Colombia or Mexico, they are lying. It is Peruvian ceviche, and this is the main key factor here, is beautiful tiger's milk. And of course, this comes together paired with their cancha, which is similar to a corn, but they come and fry the kernels that are dried, puffs up a little bit, and they give this as a snack, similar to getting bread or tortilla chips. Here in Peru and many Peruvian restaurants, they give you this cancha. And it's nice and crunchy. This is way too pretty. I definitely don't want to eat it because how beautiful it is, but too bad. Let's dig in. This is the pulpo al olivo. That's tender, that's magnificent. The olivo is usually olive, but this is a purple olive that's from here, from Peru, and it's nice and tangy, similar to a Kalamata olive. One of Peru's best chefs, Gaston Acurio, said that Peruvian food should be eaten with a spoon. So, in respects to that chef, here it is. Can't get enough of that. If you ever had olive tapenade, it's similar to that, but a billion times better, especially with the aco. And then they have these beautiful chips, these little crisps, almost looks like an underwater type of coral. It's nice, mainly for decoration, but it's just delicious. It doesn't take anything away from the dish. Great balance as well with the potato. Forgot that they come with these beautiful crackers on the side, so let's go ahead and try that. They're nice white salty crackers. So yeah, it's like having a nice little cocktail, crackers on the side. Delicious. It pairs very well. Gives it a nice little crunch because the octopus is super tender and the potatoes are nice and soft. Beautiful. There's one thing that I want to point out. They have a few locations and they actually are all nearby. Only one of them though closes at 8 o'clock. The other one closes at 4. When I asked the waiter why that was the case, very simple, they want to maintain quality. In Peru, ceviche is usually eaten during the day, it's usually eaten fresh, and they want to stay true to that notion, that motto, and therefore they close at 4 p.m. So I'm really glad that I came here during the lunchtime. Absolutely delicious. The service, the seafood, the place, the ambiance, and the beautiful location that we are in. So if you are loving what you're watching, go ahead and stay starving for more. Like, subscribe. We are in Lima, Peru, and we are bringing you a lot of deliciousness. Stay tuned. ¡Qué belleza!
A mí siempre me ha dado cosa de meter mantequilla por el color, como que no lo veo aquí.
¿El de fruta? Gracias.
Oh, wow.
¿Cápsula?
Qué belleza.
¿Sí es no? ¿Sí es querido?
Okay, I've been meaning to try this ceviche de conchas negras, which is a type of mussel, a type of shellfish that provides this ink, this black color, this murky color, but it smells absolutely amazing. Holy hell. Oh my goodness. Esto está increíble, ¿eh?
¿Sí te gusta?
Wow. Wow, pero requete wow. No me esperaba eso.
Sí, compro el de conchas negras.
It's pretty, it's nice and tart, perfectly salty. You have that nice, fresh, oceany flavor from the sea, from the
¿Sabes qué hagas? El ceviche primero para que te cojas
mussel. It's nice and
con la cuchara.
It's nice and briny. You taste that seed brininess. You taste that seed brininess, but you can also taste the freshness from it. These are beautiful, beautiful conchas negras. Oh my goodness. They're pretty big too. They're nice and chunky. I mean, this is one. Absolutely divine. I've seen this before in videos or in other places. I've never had it, and they're always chopped up fine, and this ones you get that nice chunky conchas negras. Of course, you have to follow it with camote, sweet potato. My wife got the combinada, which is like the ceviche with the fried fish and calamari, and this. Let me try this out. Oh, that's tender. That's suave. Nice and crispy, not oily at all. My goodness. No, yo vuelvo a venir, ¿eh? Por ahora todo está. Eso está tan fresco. O se siente que lo acaban de abrir. Wow. No, cuando yo vi la foto de Gastón Acurio, yo dije iba a estar bueno, porque él hizo a un punto él hizo como. Now I've said it in my last video, but for me, holy crap. Now I've said it in my last video, but for me, what makes a ceviche from Peru is the leche de tigre. So it's usually different spices, different things like ginger, maybe some garlic, maybe cilantro, and then this right here, ají limon. Ají limon is like the designated spicy pepper for ceviche, and it has different layers of flavor. And yes, it is spicy. I would say maybe it's a bit spicier than a jalapeno, but with much, much, much better flavor. And it's just a great pairing. Like if you would think of, well, what should I add? You know, what would be a good spice to put on ceviche? Like this is the perfect spice right here. Ají limon. So all that mixed in into a blender, even with some of the scrapings and pieces of the fish, you go ahead and put that on a colander, and that pure white milky acidic juice that comes out with all of those things mixed in, that's why you get the leche de tigre. A lot of other ceviches around the world is usually lemon. Sometimes in some places they add ketchup for whatever reason. Maybe everything's chopped up into the actual juices, the actual lime juices, but none of them are made the way that they are made here. Now I'm told that in the north of Peru they do have a variation of leche de tigre where they add a little bit of milk to turn it a little bit white, but the concentration of the liquid is actually just lemon. Here it's that leche, that strong leche de tigre, which takes the ceviche to a different level and just brings everything all together. That's why ceviche from Peru is the best ceviche in the world, hands down. And I'm glad that I'm eating a lot of it this week. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Wow. Okay. ¿Esa es la leche de tigre?
Yeah.
Mucha madre.
Oh, man. City.
Okay, my wife wanted to order a little bit more, so we ended up getting the leche de tigre, and it came with this fried, delicious, beautiful calamari, are nice and crunchy. But look at this, they bring it in this ginormous wine bottle, in this ginormous wine glass. It's a little bit more acidic. Absolutely beautiful. Here, let me show you. Look at all that beautiful seafood pool. Okay, you have the fish, you have the nice little calamari. This is very acidic, and Peruvian limes are quite acidic, so it cuts down with the camote or with the corn or with this fried calamari, sometimes fried fish, and it's just a wonderful balance. And I've been eating a lot of acidic food today with the concha negras and the ceviche, so this nice crunchiness and friedness is a good contrast. There you go. Ceviche mixto aquí también. Wow, qué belleza. Okay, now we are going to move on to the ceviche. Now this is something pretty cool that I have not seen in many cevicherias, and that is this lettuce right here. That is a butter lettuce or a bib lettuce. It became popular with sandwiches in like higher end sandwich shops or whatnot, and I'm glad that they're using it here. Back home, you see a lot of iceberg, which is pretty boring and dull, and it's not that green as this is. And to be quite honest, you can actually just use this as a little wrap, put ceviche in there, and just eat a nice little ceviche roll. But let's dig into the ceviche, and I'll keep using the same spoon that I was using with the conchas negras. Gaston Acurio, which there's a picture up there with the chef, said that Peruvian cuisine should be eaten with a spoon. And I agree, because everything's beautiful, because everything is actually juicy and wonderful, and you just get more with a spoon that you don't get with, that you miss out on with a fork. All right, enough talking. Let's dig into the ceviche. My third ceviche in Peru. Well, maybe fourth with less. Maybe fourth if you're counting las conchas. That is the juiciest shrimp I have ever had in a ceviche, and perhaps in my life. Oye, este camarón está tan jugoso. ¿Quieren probarlo? Wow. Oiga, una sonrisa. Okay, I have officially found two things that I've been trying to eat: pejerrey sandwich and ceviche de linguado. That has been like a nightmare to find here. Nobody has it. People laugh at me when I ask for it, and it shows why Javier Wong has such a popular ceviche. Fortunately, Chef Huang is no longer open, so I couldn't go there. And this is gonna be the only way I can actually try ceviche de linguado. Let's see if it's a big deal. It is more expensive. That's probably why you can't find it in most locations, but I'm excited for this. Pezon. This place is like a play on word. Pezon actually means nipple in Spanish. So pez is fish and on is the word on. So they kind of have like a tongue-in-cheek with the name of the restaurant, but then also the rest of the menu is almost like a tongue-in-cheek type of thing. But very excited to try the pejerrey sandwich. We tried the pejerrey in escabeche in the Boguedon, which is the Gaston Acurio place. Absolutely fabulous. I loved it. I fell in love with it. Super soft fish, but also had a nice texture to it. And it's popular here when they have it on a sandwich. So finally found it and found the linguado that I've been meaning to try. This is it should be a delicious lunch. And everybody else got something different. So pretty cool place, pretty seafood focused, lots of respect for seafood. They don't catch anything that's sort of in danger or anything like that. So I'm excited. Oh, by the way, this was supposed to be my last day here in Peru, but our flights got canceled. And this was one of the places that we wanted to try. So I'm so happy that we came here.
¿Vete?
Sí.
Enseguida te digo. ¿Cuántos desea? 5.
So our waitress said, why don't you go upstairs? It's actually really well decorated and it fits this theme and it's beautiful and it's newer. And it is. Look at this place. Very vibrant, very friendly, very almost childlike. It kind of enhances what the menu is too as well. It's very play on wordies. They're not taking things seriously except the quality and how good the food is. Okay, so my food has arrived and my wife came to the rescue. All right, let's check this out, people. This is looking beautiful. My gosh. Loaded with the Leche de Tigre. Look at that linguado, that white beautiful flesh right there. Absolutely amazing. I don't know if I deserve this. I'm not sure if I'm not that good of a human that deserves this beautiful plate of food. And why is flounder not that big of a deal back home? It should be. It's a wonderful fish. It's meaty, it's flat, packs well, and come on. And my wife got the seco. Another ceviche over there. And we got beautiful combination there, ceviche. Y una lechita de tigre. Un saltadito de tallarines allá. And it's just not the linguado, but it's also the calamari. It's also the octopus. Very fresh and tender. Let's try some of that shrimp. We got some seashell and some calamari. ¿Quieres probarlo? ¿Quieres probarlo? No. ¿Quieres probarlo? ¿Sabe cómo es un poco? Bien ligero está.
Papi, pero si no has creado una carne para que algo diferente.
O sea, está muy suelta.
No, es que yo creo que el sabor no creo que sea mucho diferente, nada textura.
Claro, están cerca.
They also did something really unique that I've only seen in one other place, which is Punto Azul. And that's that the Leche de Tigre is spicy. It has a nice crocoto flavor, but it hasn't changed the color of that white Leche de Tigre. and this one is the most saltiest I've had. All the other ones have been seasoned pretty well. They're not off balance, but I'm always expecting the ceviches to be a little bit more salty, and this one has that saltiness, that beautiful salty kick to it that you want. Beautiful.
Bien, ya te lo vas a parar.
Guys cooking over there. Wow, look at that beautiful octo. It's a Peruvian professional kitchen right there. Clean. Look at that seafood. Look at that octo. Look at the camote right there. Ready to make ceviche. Look at the guy getting his portions ready for the ceviche to make sure that they keep quality control and consistency, that every ceviche mixto comes out the same way, or maybe they'll do a saute, un saltadito de mariscos. And look at that clean kitchen right there. Look at that clean porter. Okay, then here's the pejerrey. Beautiful, nice, toasted French bread here. Oh, and they give me a few. So these are a few little pieces of the pejerrey. They're slightly bigger than a sardine. We're about the same size. Wow, there's about 1, 2, 3. There's about 5 of those in here. And of course, they have this beautiful salsa criolla, or chacla, I believe it's called. ¿Cómo se llama esta salsita? Salsa criolla, no más. Okay. So one of the pejerreys by itself. Oh yeah. And I'm gonna put a little bit of the rocoto. A ver cómo sale con rocoto. It's not fishy at all. It has a nice seafood, clean fish flavor to it. Soft, melts in your mouth. The batter, even though it's been here for about 5-6 minutes, is still slightly crunchy. And you can taste some of the you can taste some of the spines. You can still taste some of the spines, but they eat pretty well. They're just as fragile as the batter. Let's try this. Crema tartara on the bread. Ooh. Yeah, toasty bread, baby. McDonald's Filet-O-Fish got nothing on this, baby. Some more of that cream, the tartar sauce. I must admit, I'm enjoying, and I have enjoyed my time here in Peru. But I go to these places and I feel a little douchey. I feel like I'm doing something wrong. I feel like I'm maybe not deserving of this. For the most part, even the worst of the ceviches has been better than most of the stuff I found back home. The quality, I cannot repeat this enough. The quality of the seafood here is like really high. Great respect for the food. And I wonder how many people here do really honor themselves for actually working in a kitchen. I mean, when you're putting out stuff the way the way I've been tasting it, with the quality, with the passion, with the consistency, dedication that's being put in from anywhere from a freaking food cart all the way down to a restaurant like this, or to something even finer, you should be proud of yourself for working in an establishment like this and putting out food the way that these people are putting food out. They're not taking this lightly here, and that's why I think Peru, if it's not already the food capital of the world, it will be soon. There's no doubt about it. 3 to 4 of the best restaurants in the world are within the top 25. So it's about, like, on the top 25 list, there's about 3 or 4 restaurants that are from Peru, here in Lima. Yeah, and it's worth coming to. Yeah, Machu Picchu and the tourist places are nice, it's great, but stick around for a while, maybe a day or two, and just enjoy the food. And hopefully that opens your palate, your mind, as to what's really happening with one of the leaders in the world of gastronomy. Absolutely amazing experience. Whoever's pushing in the community or in politics to maintain food at this level and with this quality and with this consistency day in and day out, they're gonna have a nice little mansion up in heaven. I'll just leave it like that. Thank you for watching. I am done here at Pezón. I'm done here at Lima, unfortunately. I hope to be back soon. I love this place. Peru, you have stolen my heart. I love you. Stay starving. William Prescott said about Peru, if no man can become rich in Peru, no man can become poor. That is definitely true about the place we're visiting today, and I am excited to show you guys La Punta. This is a beach town, a naval city, and a port city. This is the gateway to South America. This is the seaport way to get into Peru. It's also a surfing town and a town where at one point had tons of glamour. You can see it in the real estate. You can see it in the town that you are about to see. By far, one of my favorite places in all of Lima. It is a beautiful town with tons of potential. Yes, there are some places that may need, some type of remodeling, but who gives a crap? What place doesn't? I love this place, and I love the Pebble Beach. I love the ocean, and I love that there's 2 sides of it. The sides where all the locals go, and the sides where all the tourists go. And, of course, all the restaurants. Let's check it out.
Hubo un terremoto grande con un tsunami que llegó el agua hasta Carmen de la Legua, por donde nosotros vivimos.
Yeah.
Pero inundó cierta parte del Callao.
Wow, interesante, no sabía.
Y aquí la playa, ¿ves?
Ajá.
Aquí la playa es de rocas.
Sí, me he dado cuenta de eso, no vienen tierras. Are you kidding me? Qué maravilla. Oh, sí. Mi esposa no me deja.
No, es que ¿cómo se llama? Es que ves el agua que es media como que de otros colores que no sé cómo se ve transparente, porque número 1.
I do feel like this place is one of those places that once was, that it used to be very, a thriving city. The architecture of the buildings are beautiful, but some of them are abandoned or broken down. Seems like people haven't really invested much here for whatever reason, which is sad because it is a beautiful, beautiful coastal town. Love this giant palm trees here.
excepción de menta, por favor?
Tampoco te gusta la menta.
No, que
Es
no.
igual que tu hermano. Mi sabor favorito.
Okay, so this is the other side of La Punta. This is also coastal, but much rougher. I think this is the open, if I'm not mistaken, this is the open side towards the west coast. And if you can see behind me, this is what I've noticed here with the coast. There are other cliffs, or not cliffs, but maybe mountains and just other terrain that are detached from the actual shore. And I'm being told that there's one similar to those over there where they keep prisoners, or kept prisoners at some point. But it's a beautiful coast. Really smells like the ocean here, which is almost like an obvious thing. Why wouldn't it smell like the ocean? We are in the ocean. But this doesn't smell like South Beach, I'll tell you that much. Now, one thing that I want to show you is the rocks that we are standing on, because this is not a sandy beach, and then the rocks that are coming from the ocean, and then I'll show you some of the fishing boats as well. So here are the stones. I mean, people are just kind of just sitting around here and relaxing. They don't mind it. They don't mind it at all. And then this is some of the mussels that are coming from the ocean. And the rocks get smaller as you get closer to the water. You know, whether it's sandy, white beaches or just a rocky shore, I absolutely love the ocean. It's beautiful. It's serene for me. This calms me down. I am definitely much of a ocean type person than mountain type person. You can keep your mountains. I'll keep the ocean. Okay folks, if you are liking what you are watching, go ahead and subscribe. And if you're not liking what you are watching, still subscribe. Make sure that you hit that bell icon so that you can be reminded every time we take out a new video. Now, let's get back to our video. Fishing boats here. These are their local fishing boats. They kind of look like a U. I like how they have that sort of curve that goes up, and they have all names obviously. So Doña Alicia, Divino Dos, Nave Phoenix. You know, for this being a rocky shore, I'm wondering how often these boats need to either get fixed or repair, or how often do they break. I'm also told that fishermen here, or fisherwomen, I guess, are pretty well respected, pretty well regarded here, very much needed, and some of them do pretty well. I'm being told. They seems like it's just part of, particularly in the coast, is part of their life, of course, but also to maintain that high quality of seafood that this ocean constantly gives. I'm sure that their services are in high demand. I hope that they're not being ripped off or freaking taken advantage of, so that we can have these delicious meals. I don't know, might be the case. But if you like seafood, you're in Peru, Support your local fishermen. They fill up our stomachs. Okay, so I fell for the tourist trap. The views were beautiful, the atmosphere was great, and the wind was breezy, just rolling through my hair. So we sat down at the first restaurant that we actually saw. And look, it was not the best ceviche in Lima, but it's by far one of the best ceviches if I'm comparing it to something here in Utah or in Miami. Not bad at all. The seafood rice, it was like a bizarre intermediate world of risotto and paella and a seafood rice. The cheese just didn't go well with it. And here's the thing, the freaking seafood was fresh, it was delicious, and the flavor of the actual rice was absolutely amazing. It was just a textural thing. Get rid of that rice, people. It's not supposed to be there. You're damaging the virtue of that seafood. Look, I don't think that I should be put on trial on the town square by a bunch of locals telling me that there is better ceviche. I get it, there is better ceviche. But I'm also nitpicking here. The seafood was actually really fresh. I always get a mixed dough. The octopus was fresh, the clams were fresh, and the nice, beautiful fried plantains were crispy. I'm nitpicking here. It's not the best, maybe because the Leche de Tigre was not as powerful, was not as spicy as I had asked. Let's just be honest. This is a great dish compared to many other things that I've had. Now the seafood rice, on the other hand, look, if you're gonna put clams, let them at least be the same size, or at least something appealing to the eyes here. And that shaved freaking cheese on top of those beautiful prawns, who are you helping here? Get rid of that crap, get rid of the cheese, and you have a great dish. Now, you know me, if you've seen this show many times, I don't do any restaurant reviews. I'm not gonna give any stars, any ratings, and I will most definitely not insult the chef that's probably already hating his life. Look, the truth is that I could have had a much worse meal than this. My family was not enjoying the meal, especially my wife's Peruvian palate. As you can see, she's not smiling, she's not crying, she's just eating. We were hungry, this was the afternoon, and we had not eaten anything, but she's a champ and she pushed along and didn't complain. I did forget what she actually had, but she did order a tallarines verde with a milanesa for the baby, which we both ate. And look how luscious and green and beautiful this pasta looks. Yeah, the flavor was not there. It was lacking simple seasoning, more cheese, more salt, more pepper, more. I am in absolute love with my daughter. She is funny, she's beautiful, and she has a great palate. There is so far nothing she has not been willing to eat. And she's just a great travel buddy. I love you, baby. Okay, we just finished eating at Don Del Yolo, which was an amazing, almost surreal meal. Perhaps, yes, the view was perhaps better than the food, but the food wasn't bad. I still have gone to a place here where the food is bad. Was it the best ceviche I've had here? No, but I think there's one less below this one. The rice was good. It was between a risotto and a paella, and it was packed with seafood. But here's the thing about this place, La Punta. It used to be something big here, and I don't know the history yet of this place, but I'll figure it out. I'll find out. It has a lot of beautiful architecture. Seems like it was a buzzing town, buzzing with business. And so far, I want to say almost like 40% of it is closed. Why is that? We need to fix that. But so far, I want to say that as shut down as this town is, it reminds me a little bit of like old Hollywood Beach, old South Beach, and how everything has been revamped, and it's such a beautiful, thriving beach town. There's so much potential here. If money and time is dedicated to this place right here, La Punta en el Callao, would be a worldwide destination. I can guarantee that. I've seen it before, and it has all the beautiful potential to be that. Stay starving. Javier Wong. In this case, we pay homage to him by dining at J. Wong. Javier Wong is a famous Peruvian chef with a no-frills menus and do-right-by product that has made him a worldwide sensation with his wok and most notably lenguado ceviche. At the pass, we have Chef Charles Thompson, who also has 2 spots inside, focusing on Peruvian cuisine. How lucky are we, people? Let's dig in.
Está preparando las caras.
Qué belleza, qué belleza. Qué delicada que es. Perfección. Muchas gracias. Okay. There it is. That is our fresh Limon ceviche at J. Wong's. Ceviche mixto, baby. J. Wong's. Okay, the calza is not that bad. Actually pretty good. Good touch of limes. You can definitely taste the freshness of the chicken. It has definitely been refined with microgreens and stuff. Then it has this like green sauce. That's actually not that bad. Not bad. Jay Wong is a famous Peruvian chef. He's known for his ceviche, and very humbly he serves it out of his house. But he has won world ceviche contest, and he's just very respected in Peru and in any environment that ceviche from Peru is made, whether it's here in Miami, as you can tell, or any part from across the world. Really, really, really cool homage, I guess, to him. So the ceviche just came. It is a mahi-mahi. Chef Wong uses el lenguado for his, but let's give it a try. It better be some fresh, delicious mahi-mahi ceviche. So, which I'm told that is also one of the main fishes that is used in Peru for their ceviches. Okay, we're gonna try the ceviche. Off the bat, you can see that it seems like the leche de tigre was actually put on top as opposed to mixing it. The mahi-mahi looks fresh and perfectly cut here. The onion's nicely thin. So let's do a one bite. That's good stuff. That ceviche is fresh. It just melts. It really just melts in your mouth. Beautiful ceviche. So tender. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and finish this off. Had to get that leche de tigre, which is just exceptional, and there it is. That's how they're making it. Oh. Is this octopus? It's a beautiful leche de tigre. Leche de tigre is just the marinade, the brine of the ceviche, which has been just steeping with the fish and other spices. And it's just very acidic, and it's supposed to be a sort of appetizer. Very acidic, but it does have that nice fishy taste. That is the liquid that you will find inside the bottom of a bowl of ceviche. So what they do is they just put it on a cup, or in this case, this beautiful cocktail glass. Perfecto, gracias. Normally that is just lime, spices, a little bit of garlic, maybe some ginger, and it's just blended with some fish. It could also be octopus or just pretty much any other seafood, and that's how you get the leche de tigre. Okay. Here it is, leche de tigre. Okay, this is to finish off the leche de tigre, which was excellent. Man, that wakes you up. That is so good, so flavorful, so delicious. Jay Wong, if you're here in Miami, come to Julia and Harry's. and try this place first. It's a great start to a wonderful tour of this beautiful place. Obviously, there's no way that we can eat every single place here. It's just impossible, but it's a great start. A great ceviche. By far one of the best ceviches I've had ever. I was skeptical with the whole mahi-mahi thing just because it's a fish that can dry out fast, but it was soft, tender, fresh, delicious. Everything was on point. Great job.
Donde hay costa y vida.